Mr. Chair.
Now, I would like to recognize Senator Risa Teves, the main author of this resolution.
Salamat
Yeah, you
kaayo
have the floor.
sa liwat, Mr. Chair. Wini-welcome ko po at nagpapasalamat ako sa ruling ng chair dun sa inquiry kanina ni Sen. Francis, in which I share na yung ruling po ng chair na i-require ng komite si Rep. Teves to physically be with us to answer our questions. Idagdag ko lang po, Chair, na if ever the committee and the chair would allow him to testify virtually, at the very, very least, kailangan sa isang consulate, isang embahada ng ating republika where an embassy official should administer the oath. Pero just for the record, Mr. Chair, pwede po bang matanong bakit nag-decline si Rep. Teves mag-attend ng hearing ng Honorable Committee in person? For the record, Mr. Chair.
Well, for the record, for transparency purposes, tumawag sa akin si Congressman Teves kahapon. At sabi ko, bakit hindi ka mag-attend physically? Ang rason niya is he's under threat. At sigurado siyang papatayin daw talaga siya pag andito siya. Sabi ko, ako mismo mag-bodyguard sa'yo dito sa Senado, safe ka. But sabi niya, diyan sa Senado, pwede ako safe, pero paglabas ko, baka mamamatay ako. So with that, I respect his decision. And afterwards, sige siya tawag ng tawag sa cellphone ko, but hindi ko na sinagot. That's for transparency for the record, Your Honor.
Salamat kayo, Mr. Chair. And I stand with the chair and the whole committee in requiring Rep. Teves to appear physically before our committee. Salamat
Mr. Chairman,
kayo, Chair.
Thank you.
just for the record also, did he mention where he is?
Ha?
Did he mention where he is?
Tinanong ko.
Mr. Chair?
Tinanong ko, saan ka
Yes.
ngayon? Hindi ako magsabi. Baka mamaya, alam ko na, alam na niya na hindi siya magsabi kung saan siya.
Oh, so you asked, Mr. Chair?
Yeah, I
but
asked
he
him.
did not.
Saan ka ba? Nasa Pilipinas ka o nasa abroad? Sabi ko, hindi siya magsabi.
Thank you.
But
Thank
anyway.
you, Mr. Chairman.
Yes, go ahead,
Thank you.
Senator Tolentino.
I commend the chair for an immediate ruling relative to my query. But in addition to that, the committee should likewise take note of a recent Supreme Court circular regarding proposed guidelines on the conduct of video conferencing. And I cite therein Section 4, video conferencing from Philippine embassies or consulates, and those involving criminal cases involving Filipinos overseas. It has to be done inside the premises of Philippine embassies and consulates. That is in addition to the rules I mentioned a while ago. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Mr. Chair.
Thank you. But then again, if this is a hypothetical situation, Senator Tolentino, if Congressman Teves right now is in Cambodia, then he will manifest his intention to go to our embassy in Thailand to take part in these proceedings. So, what will be the pleasure of this committee?
As a Filipino, he can go to the embassy, and he can and the committee will be constrained to follow the rules I mentioned a while ago, as well as the guidelines, which has a persuasive effect, likewise coming from the Supreme Court, that there can be an electronic examination of evidence, and witnesses can be heard virtually inside the premises of a Philippine embassy or consulate. Kailangan po nasa loob siya ng embahada.
Okay, what if, I know you're an expert in international law. This chairman is not a lawyer, so I am seeking your advice. What if, during the course of his statements, and he will become evasive, and is not telling the truth. It's very obvious that he's lying, and a member of this committee would move to cite him in contempt, and I will rule for him to be cited in contempt. How are we going to do that? can we send the PNP to arrest him inside our embassy?
I believe, Your Honor, that we can ask there is a Philippine police officer inside, even a military attaché. There is a police attaché inside an embassy, and that covers the area wherever he is. So we can ask the Secretary of the DILG to make proper instructions to the Filipino police officer inside the premises of the embassy to execute your contempt order, Your Honor.
Thank you for that advice.
Mr. Chair.
So, can I ask any legal opinion from DOJ? Secretary Rimulya, pertaining to that?
Your Honors, if the inquiry is about the appearance of Congressman Teves before this body, well, the first question that comes to mind is how do you cite him in contempt if he is not within the country or within our territory?
Precisely. But if he is inside our embassy, whether it is in another country, he is still under our jurisdiction.
Yes, Your Honor. Yes, Your Honor.
So,
Well, if he is inside the area of within Philippine jurisdiction, the appearance may be allowed, subject to the rules of the Senate, Your Honor.
okay. Thank you for that.
I think, Mr. Chairman, if I may.
Yes, go ahead,
I think it's very
Majority
clear
Leader.
now, Mr. Chairman. I think it's very clear that your decision as chair of this committee is sound. You were able to get the overwhelming consensus of the members, and we are in full support of your decision as chair of this committee, not to allow anyone who would participate in this committee hearing without our jurisdiction, Mr. Chairman, and that's crystal clear. Thank you, Mr. Chair.
Mr. Chair.
Thank you. Because my original intention as a chairman of this committee is to get hold of him physically here inside the Senate, not outside, whether or not we consider our embassy as an extension of our territory, and it is within the Philippine jurisdiction, but still, I want him to be physically present here inside this. Inside the
Mr.
Senate.
Chairman.
That's my original intention.
Yes, my
Go
observation,
ahead,
Mr.
Senator.
Chairman, kung talagang wala naman siyang kasalanan, anong dapat ikatakot niya? Para wala tayong pinoproblema dito. Umuwi na lang siya dito. Di ba? Kung talagang wala siyang kasalanan, umuwi siya. Harapin niya to.
Thank you, Senator
Well,
Bugrimilla. For the record, we would like to hear from Secretary Rimulya. Meron bang standing warrant of arrest si Senator
Wala pa po.
Congressman Teves?
He has subpoenas issued to his name. But,
Even sa ibang kaso, not
wala pa ho.
Digamo
Wala pa
case.
ho. Wala pa ho siyang
So, wala
standing
talaga?
warrant of arrest. Wala pa ho.
So, Congressman Teves, if you are now monitoring, wala kang warrant pala. We have no reason for you to be arrested when you come home or when you surface. Hindi ka pwedeng arestuhin, wala ka pang warrant. So, pwede ka pumunta dito. Hintayin ka namin hanggang gabi. Bumiyahe ka. Maghintay kami sa'yo dito sa loob ng Senado.
Mr. Chair.
How about Secretary of Interior and Local Government? Can you give us an assurance na hindi mamatay si Congressman Teves pag pumunta siya dito?
Yes, sir.
Papunta at palabas.
Yes, sir.
Walang babaril sa kanya.
Ako mismo magbabantay, sir. I assure you 100%.
So kung mamatay siya, ikaw muna nakot.
Yes, sir.
Oh, thank you. Usapang lalaki yan. Ha? Kung nakikinig ka ngayon sa Congressman Teves,
Thanks.
pareho kami lalaki. Kung lalaki ka, lalaki rin kami kausap. Hindi ka mamamatay kapag uuwi ka dito sa Pilipinas o kaya kung nasa loob ka ng Philippine territory, kung mag-surface ka, pumunta ka dito, punta ka lang sa police station. Pa-escortahan ka ng Secretary Abalos ng police para pumunta dito at kahit isang gasgas ng katawan, wala kang aabuting gasgas.
Mr.
If you
Chair.
are listening right now, Congressman Teves,